And welcome back, YouTube. This is Buster here with another video. Before we get started, I want to mention two things. First up, the subject of today's video is Dungeons & Dragons Miniatures Mail Haul. And I gotta say, we got some fantastic pieces to share with you today. And the second thing, within a few days of this video upload, either before or after, it is my birthday, so I'm considering this my birthday week here on YouTube, and I got a second video planned that I'm super excited to share with you. Something that I've personally been wanting to do for a while, I just haven't got around to it, and it is a subject matter that I absolutely love. So let's just say that that'll be a continuation of birthday week, Buster's birthday week here on YouTube. With that out of the way, let's get started. I got 8 fantastic miniature pieces to share with you, and honestly, I love pretty much all of them. They are all fantastic pieces. So first up, we're going to start with the only uncommon of the bunch, the rest are rares. And that is hailing from the Blood War set as an uncommon, we got the Dragonmark, Heir of Denith. Now this is a really nice piece here, I like it quite a bit. This can easily be used as a player character, easily used as a warrior, maybe a rogue, some sort of like lightweight warrior, very easily, maybe a paladin even, very easily to use as that. It could also be used as a great NPC character. I love the red hair of the character. You don't see a lot of miniatures with red hair, so that is nice. The detail on the shield is really cool. You got the dragon on there. That is fantastic. The face work is not terrible for an uncommon. And it's also nice to have a character that has what looks to be some sort of tough leather armor. Maybe you can even pull it off as copper. So either way, this is a fantastic character or NPC character, like maybe someone you meet in a village, maybe in like a local tavern, tells you like a story or part of a warband. Maybe you could pick up this character. Very fantastic piece all around. Multiple uses. I love it a lot. And it's a Dragonmark Heir of Denith? Yeah, Heir of Denith. Very cool piece. Please focus. I'll just refocus it this way. Ta-da, let there be focus, yes. Next one I want to share with you. Hailing from the Night Below set as a rare, we got the Guardian Naga. Now, Nagas, as portrayed in D&D, are not the typical anime ones that you see in, like, Monster Musubi or other animes like that. No, this is like a real human face built on top of a snake, a serpent-like body. This is not what I was expecting, but they never actually had a real guide to go by in 3.5 edition, so this is really nice to see the image of a Guardian Naga brought to life. I love the scaling, like I really did a good job with the scaling on this piece. It looks really well. I love the coilness, the little rattler at the end. Now Guardian Nagas, when you run into them, if your party is, well, good aligned, you probably won't have to fight them, because these are typically aligned to the powers of good, and are usually protectors of sacred sites. So if you don't attack them, and they'll usually ward off potential threats, they'll give them a warning, be like, hey, you know, I don't want to fight you, but I'm not going to, I will fight you if you don't leave. And of course, they do speak common too, so you can even have a conversation with them, and maybe even get some information about the holy site or about a potential like local threat that is going around that the Guardian Naga might not be strong enough to take down. So that's some pretty cool. This is a pretty cool character piece. I like it quite a bit. The Guardian Naga. And then we go from the Guardian Naga to the Hippogriffin. From Blood War, the Arcadian Hippogriffin, but honestly you could just make it a regular Hippogriffin. It does not have to be Arcadian. That's just a nice little word that you can add to certain species. Now this is honestly a really fantastic piece. Not every day you're going to run into a Hippogriffin, but you can. But if you do need one, you have one. Like if you maybe searching for a Hippogriffin egg to maybe sell or to try to train your own Hippogriffin, this would be the perfect piece as an encounter. And then later on, you can even use it as a mount if you do train your own Hippogriffin. So it's a dual piece. You can use it as an encounter piece or as a mount. Fantastic both around. I love the wings. The wings are really well detailed. The tail looks a little bit interesting. It's almost like half feathered, half fur, kind of a weird tail. I love the lunging pose. That's really nice. And honestly, I took a look at the Monster Manual 3.5, and the art and the mini actually align very well. They're very similar pieces. The art, or the mini portrays the art very well from the Monster Manual. I like it quite a bit. So that is the Arcadian Hippogriffin. And then we got, from the Blood War set as a rare, we got the, is that LILLAND? Is that how you pronounce that? L-I-L-L-E-N-D? LILLAND. Now these are an interesting creature type. They hail from what was it? Was it Yasgard? So they don't typically live on the mortal plane, and when they do come down to visit, they are very in tune with music. They absolutely love all things art, literature, music. Any of those things they absolutely love. So if you're a bard, these LILLANDs will be your best friend. Now, the LILLAND society is mostly female with very few males. Males do exist, but it's a mostly female society. And they will defend the arts to the death. If you threaten, attack, or destroy a piece of art, literature, or an artist, like if you kill an artist of any type, whether it be a musician, an actual painter, artist, I'm trying to think, a literature, a poet, any of those type of characters, if you destroy these, will be on your tail, and they will relentlessly follow you until either you die or they die. Now this, I'm not a huge fan of the sculpt. I think the sculpt feels a little bit off from what the actual art portrays. It feels a bit more, LILLANDs are supposed to be kind of more beautiful creatures, and this one just feels a little bit off, like it's almost like a succubus in disguise type thing. I don't know. I don't like the face job. The paint, the face job here is just not very well done. And the hair, I think the hair just makes it feel like a hag. Just not a very good face and head sculpt on it. The wings are fantastic, though. The body is fantastic. Just the upper part, the human part of it, just feels off to me. But that is the LILLAND. the defender of all things art. And then let's go to one of these bad boys. Behold the Stormrage Blue Dragon from the Demonweb set. This is a rare, of course. Look at that thing. It is pure evil. This thing is itching for a fight, and you're the only thing around. So it's going to beat you, then it's going to eat you. Look at the sculpt on this thing. The tail. Really well done, ridged well. The wings almost feel a little bit overly folded, almost like an accordion. I love the pose. It looks like he's ready for a fight. The horn sticking out of his head. He's ready to spear someone. This is just a really cool dragon. The Stormrage Blue Dragon. I'm a little bit disappointed that it doesn't tell me the size. I'm guessing it's medium to large. If you were to plop it down on the field. But yeah, that is the Stormrage Blue Dragon. Very cool. Very menacing. And then we will go to the Night Below set with the large white dragon. I'm not gonna lie, this dragon is not my favorite dragon in terms of sculpt. It seems around the face area, it just seems a little bit cartoony to me compared to a lot of the other miniature dragons released in this line. But it will suffice for your travels in the high mountaintops or cold tundras of the world of Dungeons and Dragons. If you need a dragon boss at the end of some sort of campaign where you're traveling up a mountain or traveling through a ice field, this guy would work well for the final battle. So that is the large white dragon from Night Below. And then up next, I'll save him for last, we have so I'm gonna mispronounce this, I know, but I want to say it's Kalrayut. I am mispronouncing this guy's name. Well, basically, this is one of the 3 inevitables of Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. I'm the inevitable. Well, I am Iron Man. I know exactly what you're thinking. But the inevitables are an interesting class of character. They were created in the mechanical world. This one specifically to take those... What would be the best way to put it? To seek vengeance for those who break oaths or contracts. So let's say if you make a contract with someone and you willingly break it, and this guy finds out about it, he will search to the ends of the earth to take you out. He will follow your trail relentlessly, and if this guy finds you, you're pretty much as good as dead. Now, he is not interested in taking those out who break their oaths or contracts accidentally or against their own will. He's only interested in those who break the oaths or contract on purpose exactly knowing what they did. Maybe going after merchants that are untrustworthy, maybe going after someone who is an army deserter, you know, part of the king's army, and he deserts it because he didn't like the idea of being a soldier anymore. That is the type of person that this guy will go after. Or traitors. This guy will basically obtain as much information as he can and take you out. So that is the inevitable, the Kol Ryut. Kol Yarut. Kol Yarut. Kolyarut. Kol Yarut. Please. I know I'm not saying that guy's name right, but that is the best pronunciation that I can give. And for the final miniature, and personally my personal favorite out of the bunch, we got the Iron Dragon Prowler. This is just such a cool mini. I love the scaling on this guy. So it's really well detailed for a miniature. The wings on the inside, you actually see like the vein right here being scaled up, going into the wing on both sides. That's fantastic. The inside of the wings are pretty well painted, and the outside of the wings are like this almost like brown color, which is really well done. My absolute favorite miniature out of this lot, just so much detail. So cool. He is from the Demonweb set. The Iron Prowler Defender. Or Iron Dragon Prowler, sorry. I don't know where I got that from. Iron Defender. Yeah, that is so cool. So with all that said, this has some Booster Box Buster with Dungeons & Dragons Miniatures Mail Haul. Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this pickup, and let me know what your favorite miniature of this lot is. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see future content like this, hit that subscribe button. All three of those actions that I just mentioned help out the channel tremendously. And if you want to watch a previous video on my channel, that should be appearing right about now. Until next time, this has been Booster Box Buster with some Dungeons & Dragons miniatures, and I'm signing out. Peace.